The rise of electric cars. In the 21st century, the world is changing faster than ever. Cities are growing, the climate is warming, and the pressure to reduce our carbon footprint is rising. Among the boldest solutions to emerge is one that reimagines how we move: the electric car. No longer a futuristic fantasy, electric vehicles are now at the center of a global transportation revolution. Electric cars might seem like a recent innovation, but their history stretches back over a century. In the late 1800s, long before the dominance of gasoline engines, electric vehicles quietly cruised the streets of New York and London. They were easy to drive, emitted no smoke, and required no manual cranking. By 1900, they accounted for a third of all vehicles in the United States. But that early lead didn't last. Gasoline cars quickly took over. The invention of the electric starter and the mass production of the Ford Model T made gas-powered vehicles cheaper, more convenient, and widely accessible. Over time, the electric car faded into obscurity. For most of the 20th century, transportation was ruled by oil. As cars filled the roads, oil became one of the most valuable resources on Earth. The world's economies and even wars were shaped around it. But with that dominance came consequences: air pollution, oil spills, dependence on foreign energy, and most significantly, greenhouse gas emissions that now threaten the planet's climate. By the 1970s, energy crises and rising environmental concerns started a quiet search for alternatives. A few experimental electric cars were built, but they were slow, had limited range, and lacked style. Most people never took them seriously. The technology simply wasn't ready, and neither was the market. That began to change in the early 2000s. A bold new startup from Silicon Valley, Tesla Motors, entered the scene with a radical idea. Electric cars could be better than gasoline cars, not just cleaner, but faster, cooler, and more fun to drive. In 2008, Tesla launched the Roadster, shocking the world with its speed and sleek design. It didn't stop there. Tesla introduced the Model S, then the Model 3, each one more advanced, more affordable, and more popular than the last. Other companies took notice. Electric cars were no longer a gimmick. They were a growing threat to the century-old gasoline empire. Legacy automakers like Ford, GM, BMW, Mercedes-Benz, and Volkswagen started pouring billions into electric vehicle programs. New companies like Rivian, Lucid Motors, and BYD joined the race. Charging stations began appearing in cities, highways, and homes. The world's largest economies set deadlines to end the sale of gas-powered cars, some as early as 2030. At the heart of this revolution lies the battery. For years, batteries were too expensive and too weak to power vehicles effectively. But with rapid innovation and growing demand, battery costs have plummeted. Today's electric cars can travel hundreds of miles on a single charge, and new technologies like solid-state batteries promise even more. The impact goes far beyond cars. Buses, delivery trucks, scooters, and even airplanes are going electric. Cities are redesigning streets for cleaner transport. Around the world, the momentum is undeniable. In Norway, over 80% of new cars sold are electric. China, the largest EV market, is leading massive production and infrastructure efforts. The United States and Europe are pushing for cleaner grids, stronger climate policies, and EV tax incentives. Yet, challenges remain. Charging networks must expand. Electricity must come from renewable sources, not coal or oil. Mining and recycling of batteries must become cleaner and more ethical. And affordability must improve so everyone, not just the wealthy, can join the movement. The road ahead is long, but the direction is clear. The electric car is not just a machine, it's a message, a signal that humanity is ready to change, to innovate, and to leave a cleaner world for future generations. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more content about the future of technology, transportation, and innovation, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Your support drives us forward.